In this video, we're gonna try and end the debate on which comes first, the chicken or the egg.
Hey, there it goes.
Sometimes I don't understand you. You don't see the dreams we can do justice to.
Pretty little chick.
If given half a chance, we can walk the road alone, or take the path that no one goes, for we are young, and the only time we have is now. La, 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 la.
In future videos, we will discuss how to care for baby and adult chickens, but in this video, we're talking about the incubation process. Part of the fun of having your own chickens is that you won't just get the typical white eggs that you get at the store. Instead, you can get different colored eggs, different sized eggs, and some chickens will even lay every day, depending on the breed you get. One question a lot of people ask us is whether or not you need a rooster in order to have your hens lay eggs, and the answer is no. You don't need a rooster for them to lay eggs, but if you want fertilized eggs that you'll be able to hatch chicks from in the future, then you do in fact need a rooster for that. Or you can buy fertilized eggs on Craigslist or from farm friends. So the question of whether or not you want a rooster is whether it's right for your flock, which we will cover in a future video. The incubator basically does the job that a hen would do, sitting on the eggs for 21 days and maintaining a consistent temperature and humidity. It also rotates the eggs, all of which are things that the hen would do. We have a small, inexpensive incubator that we got on Amazon, and we'll link it in the description below. When we are incubating chickens, we set the temperature to 38 degrees Celsius, and we check to make sure the humidity is between 55 and 75%. During the last couple of days, you increase the humidity and decrease the temperature a little bit when the chicks are hatching. The incubator comes with a chart that describes what temperature and humidity the incubator needs to be for the chicken hatching process, and we'll also provide that information in the description box below. Candling eggs isn't necessary, but it's a really fun way to see whether or not there are actually baby chicks inside your eggs. Sometimes the eggs don't get fertilized, but you don't really necessarily know that until you see inside them or they hatch. So we'll show you how to candle eggs, but it's not necessary for the hatch. This is the most exciting part, the hatch, but it's the part where your patience actually really has to kick in, because you can't touch them while they're hatching. It's really fun to hear the peeping sounds, and it's hard to keep your little fingers out, but it's one of the things that's necessary for them to be able to hatch. The first things the chicks will do when they're hatching is they'll make a little pip in their egg. So a pip is when they make a little dent, a little crack, and you can see them starting to make their way out of the egg. And after this pip, it can take up to 24 hours for them to hatch fully to get their little bodies out of the egg. And they're actually going to use their yolk as a food source, so you don't need to move them into the brooder for a couple hours, then they'll dry off and look all fluffy and cute, and then you can move them into the brooder. We'll talk more about the brooder and care for the little baby chicks in our next video. If you have any questions or specific things you're wondering about the incubation itself, we'd love to hear them, so post them down in the comments and we'll try and answer them when we get a chance. Thank you for watching, and happy victory chickening. Don't you think I'm funny about saying chickening? Yeah, did you see how funny I thought it was?
Yes.